Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Wednesday, November 19th. We have all you need to know about rising numbers of abandoned dogs in the area, as well as more on an annual food drive on wheels.
We also have the latest information in the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files, along with sports, entertainment, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Anneke Wagner.
And I'm Reehl. Dash cam footage from a Center County ICE arrest has now been released. Back in August, 24 people were taken into custody on Interstate 99 in Benner Township. The group was arrested and identified to have been residents from Mexico and other Central American countries. One of the men is suspected to be a member of a violent street gang in Central America called MS-13, and another allegedly has prior convictions like assault. Representative Paul Takak said that the state police were informed prior to ICE action taking place in the local area, but were not involved in the enforcement.
The number of stray dogs being arrested or being abandoned in Center County is on the rise. Manager of Facebook community Pet Recovery of Center County, Jody Yarger, says more and more people are reaching out to the group with reports of stray dogs being dumped in rural areas. Volunteers note rural and remote areas as being common dumping grounds for unwanted dogs. Executive Director of Center County Paws, Lisa Barr, says the shelter is also seeing an influx and their 28 kennels are constantly full.
We are officially in the season of giving, and Mount Nittany Health is taking part. They've announced that they will be donating $10,000 to the State College Food Bank. They are also launching an employee food bank as well to further their efforts of collecting canned goods and other supplies.
The Center Area Transportation Authority's annual food drive is back for the holidays. Until December 15th, donation boxes will be available on all CATA buses. Riders can donate any canned or non-perishable food items. There will also be donation boxes set up at CATA's Customer Service Center located at 108 East Beaver Avenue. All donations collected will be given to Lions Pantry and the State College Food Bank. What kind of weather can students expect as they prepare to leave for Thanksgiving break? Student meteorologist Hannah George is live in the studio with this week's forecast. Hannah?
Thanks, Anneke. We are seeing a little bit drier conditions today compared to what we saw yesterday evening and throughout the night yesterday. Currently, temperatures are in the low 30s. Those feels likes in the low 30s to upper 20s. So feeling pretty chilly out there, but we are dry at least. Yesterday, we saw some rain that ended up turning into some pretty heavy snow. Those snowflakes themselves were pretty hefty and actually led to classes being canceled this morning. And that's due to the fact that if that snow continued to accumulate, it would have been pretty heavy and given us a few inches of accumulation. We saw about 1.5 inches due to the fact that we did start to warm up once the sun came up. But once again, right now, temperatures in the low 30s here in State College. Across the state, we are starting to cool down as we move throughout the evening. We're going to be seeing some pretty cool temperatures tonight. We'll probably dip into the 20s in a lot of places in Pennsylvania. Your radar clear on the eastern side of the country. Out west, we are seeing a bit of precipitation, but over east, not much going on. West, mainly rain, a couple areas of snow out there, but for the most part, it's a lot of rain going on. Moving into Thursday, we'll start to see some cloud cover building in, but we will remain dry throughout Thursday. Friday, most of the day will also remain dry, and that cloud cover will also stick around. As we move into the later hours of Friday is when we can next expect to see some possible precipitation, but that will be well into the overnight hours. So it's not something that should be affecting any driving home if you're driving home Friday. Saturday, very early in the morning, you may be seeing some rain. But for tonight, temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 20s for your lows. Not much wind out there, not much rain either, just some partly cloudy skies. And tomorrow is going to be a little bit of a cooler day. It's going to be in those mid 40s for your highs. Once again, not much wind and not much chance for rain at least. So we're going to remain dry tomorrow and into Friday. But once again, Friday night is when we're going to be next seeing some rain that will likely be well overnight and into the early hours of Saturday morning. So not far into Saturday, we will start to see the weekend warm up as we approach Sunday and Monday. We'll move back into the 50s, but we'll start to see some more rain on the second half of that next work week. Back to you, Annika.
Thanks, Hannah. Now what's going on in the world of sports? Isabel has your update.
Thanks, Annika. I'm Isabel Negrini with your sports update. The NCAA Division I cross-country championships are this Saturday, November 22nd. The 10th-ranked Nittany Lion women finished third in last Friday's NCAA Mid-Atlantic Regional meet. Although they missed the automatic qualifying spot, they earned an at-large bid to the championships based on their points accumulated and head-to-head wins this season. While the men's team sadly did not qualify, junior Nick Sloth ran the best 10K of his college career in the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championships last Friday. His personal best of 29:37 earned him a sixth-place finish, booking his spot in the championships as the next highest finisher from a non-automatic qualifying team. You can catch our runners on ESPNU from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. James Franklin was introduced as the next head football coach of Virginia Tech. He will replace his former defensive coordinator, Brent Pry, who was fired after an 0-3 start in his fourth season with the Hokies. After Pry's firing, the Virginia Tech Board of Visitors passed a plan to add $299 million to the athletics budget over the next 4 years to help make Tech a more attractive job and land them a more accomplished head coach. So what necessarily does this budget mean for Penn State? Well, Franklin was originally owed a $49 million buyout after being fired by Penn State, but as part of his deal with the Hokies, the Nittany Lions will only need to pay a $9 million settlement. In other college football news, a 27-year-old man has officially been charged with murder in the death of former football coach John Beam. Alameda County District Attorney said Cedric Irving Jr. could face 50 years to life if convicted. Beam was found shot in the head at Laney College's athletic field house. He was treated at a hospital where he sadly died the following day. A giant in the local Oakland community, Beam was known as, quote, a father figure who forged deep relationships with players while fielding championship contending teams, as highlighted in the Netflix docuseries Last Chance U that followed Beam's Laney Eagles for their 2020 season. Heading over to the European football world, we now know 39 of the 45 available qualifying spots for the 2026 World Cup, following the dramatic conclusion of UEFA group play and third round of CONCACAF. There are 4 remaining qualifier slots available in Europe, which will be decided through a 16-team playoff phase tomorrow in Zurich, Switzerland. Some of the teams competing for these final spots are Italy, Denmark, Ireland, and Ukraine. In CONCACAF, Panama, Haiti, and Curacao booked the final 3 spots to join the host countries. The 6-team Interconfederation playoff will see the Democratic Republic of Congo, Iraq, Jamaica, Suriname, and then New Caledonia and Bolivia try to secure the final 2 spots in the World Cup. All playoff matches will be played during the March international break. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Ella Karofsky has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Ella Karofsky with your entertainment update. Set to make his return to State College in the Bryce Jordan Center, rapper and artist A Boogie with the Hoodie was recently announced as one of the arena's performers next year. The 29-year-old artist from the Bronx has amassed 17 million monthly listeners on Spotify and has grown a huge following over the past few years. Some of his biggest hits include Still Think About You, Drowning, and Jungle. Students have seen A Boogie at a spa concert in 2018 and also at the BJC in 2023. The rapper will return on Friday, April 24th, 2026, with tickets going on sale this Friday at 12 p.m. With Thanksgiving break on the horizon, the holiday season will kick off in State College this Thursday. From 5 to 8 p.m. on Fraser Street in the 100 block of Allen Street downtown, students and community members can attend Light Up Night. The annual Winter Carnival will feature hot drinks, a visit with Santa, performances, and the new holiday lighting display. At the local artesian market, attendees will get the chance to visit with live reindeer. At the end of the night, one child will be selected to light the Christmas tree at the Allen Street gates and mark the beginning of the holiday season. Make sure to head to MLK Plaza downtown on Thursday evening for some holiday fun. With finals approaching and assignments stacking up, Penn State Health and Wellness is finding ways to help students relax during this time of year. Gabriella Devaney is live in the studio with more on a recent event. Gabriella?
Thanks, Ella. Last week, I was able to attend the Flourish Fest in Alumni Hall, where many students and faculty came out for a calming afternoon. Let's take a look. I'm standing at Alumni Hall where the Flourish Fest is taking place. Students and faculty have all come out to recharge and relax with their community. The Flourish Fest is planned and hosted by the Penn State Health Promotion and Wellness Organization. As an organization, their goals include increasing awareness and knowledge of health and wellness issues, promoting healthy behaviors, providing health education services, programs, information, and materials to students, and advocating for a healthy Penn State community.
Flourish Fest is really an initiative to bring together a few departments and really focus on student wellness as a holistic approach. So there's a lot of different information about sleep, stress management, nutrition, and there's also other departments that help participate. So there'll be like student farms, UHS, CAPS, student care and advocacy. So we all kind of come together just to support student well-being in any way we can.
There were a lot of tables set up in Alumni Hall by different organizations that support health and well-being at Penn State.
It's calmed me down a lot. This week has been really stressful, with registering for spring classes, figuring out credits if my major wants to be my major still.
The check-in table had passports and activity guides, as well as free complimentary items like stickers. There was also activities like painting, coloring, and making mini gardens in a jar. The tables in the center of the room were set up with snacks and coloring sheets for people to sit with their friends and relax with soothing music playing through the speakers. The Flourish Fest was an overall success, with everyone who came out fully enjoying it. The Flourish Fest is one of many events Health and Wellness puts on for the community. You can find more information on events when you search studentaffairs.psu.edu and click on the Health and Wellness tab. Back to you, Ella.
Thanks, Gabriella. Approaching the end of 2025, late-night live comedy show SNL has announced its final host for the year. Perennial host Melissa McCarthy will return to host the episode on December 6th, alongside first-time musical guest Dihan. The following week, actor Josh O'Connor will take over for his hosting debut. The episode on December 13th will feature artist Lily Allen as musical talent. And in the final episode of 2025, Ariana Grande will host the evening, accompanied by Cher, who will appear as a musical guest for the first time since her debut performance in 1987. For SNL fans, it's a packed month of star-studded performances and skits. Set to arrive in theaters in April 2026, Michael, the film about musician Michael Jackson's rise, recently debuted its trailer. The teaser trailer gives a glimpse into his life beyond just his music. His real-life nephew, Jafar Jackson, will be stepping into the role of his late uncle. The cast also includes many stars like Coleman Domingo, Joe Jackson, and Neil Long. Producer Graham King announced his visions of bringing the artist biopic to life back in 2019 and has worked to create the film throughout the past few years. Despite some roadblocks regarding Jackson's past legal troubles, the film's website states that Michael will hit theaters on April 24, 2026. That's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Sophia Tabernet will be speaking with Isabel Gapin and Elizabeth Bean, the president and vice president of One Health Club. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you say
I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State. Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart,
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts
creators
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out.
Reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
A natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
Been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Sophia Tabernet, and today I'm joined by Isabel Gapin and Elizabeth Bean, the president and vice president of One Health Club. Thank you so much for coming in to chat with us this evening, Isabel and Elizabeth. To start off, can you both describe your roles and responsibilities within One Health Club?
Yeah, so my name's Isabel. I'm the president of One Health Club. So what that entails is essentially just running the club, making sure it's managed smoothly with my executive members, making sure we're getting out with recruitment and getting the club involved in lots of different events.
Yeah, my name's Elizabeth. I'm the vice president, and my main responsibility is to plan all the speakers for each biweekly meeting we have.
That's great. So for people who aren't familiar, can you explain the concept of One Health?
So One Health is the intersection between animal, human, and environmental health. So what that goal is trying to do is bring together interdisciplinary relationships amongst various different sectors within those three sections. And examples of One Health include antibiotic resistance. It's going to include sustainability, food security, food safety, things like that.
Yeah, I love your mission and the fact that you're not only focusing on public health, but animal health and environmental health. It really helps you stand out from other organizations on campus. Why do you think it's important to have a club like this at Penn State?
Yeah, so One Health is important globally because of its influence in all the different sciences, but specifically at Penn State, we're able to foster relationships between students who may think they have nothing in common, like environmental health, human health, and animal health, and they're able to find things in common.
Yeah, definitely. So what would you say was the most meaningful part of being in One Health?
So the most meaningful part for me is being able to learn from all different kinds of people and all different people within the network. So as someone who's very interested in animal health, I find that things related to human health and environmental health are just as important.
That's great. So what kind of events does the organization usually hold?
So we will hold events things like One Health Day, which is every fall semester. We will hold One Health Day, basically just an event to celebrate the concept of One Health and bring different clubs in. We also hold bi-weekly meetings every other Monday night at 7 o'clock, and we'll bring in diverse speakers, so people from the human health sector, environmental health sector, and the animal health sector.
So it sounds like you offer students a lot of hands-on opportunities, which is great to hear. What are your top goals for the organization for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so our top goals for the rest of the year are to just be able to finish out with a smooth, different kind of speakers in each sector, like she mentioned earlier, having people from the animal sector, environmental, and animal, and as well just find a new exec board and help transition smoothly between this year and next year's.
Yeah, that's so exciting. So I'm sure a lot of students are interested. How can students who are interested join the club?
So students can join the club by going on to Discover and looking up One Health Club. They can also join by looking at our Instagram, One Health PSU. It's all one word. And then if they find our emails, they can email us, or they can just get involved by looking us up online.
If you had to choose, what would you say your favorite project is that you've worked on with the One Health Club?
Probably our spring trip. We were able to go to the Animal Diagnostic Lab in Pennsylvania and get a tour and talk with members there.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a unique opportunity. So I'm sure a lot of people would definitely be interested in that. How did you first hear about the One Health Club?
So I'm actually the co-founder of the club. It started out as part of Pre-Vet Club. One Health is a relatively new concept, about 10 years old. And from there, we were like, we need to expand this club because we're just focusing on animal health. But as we mentioned before, One Health is public health, environmental health, and animal health. So we decided to break it off and create a whole new club for that.
Yeah, I love that. What majors do you see a lot of students have that join the club?
Recently, we've been able to diversify our club a lot more. So we have a lot of biology majors, animal science majors, some BMB majors or microbiome majors as well. And we've just started having a lot more veterinary and biomedical science majors as well.
Yeah, well, that's amazing to hear. Isabel and Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us and telling us more about your experiences with One Health. Now stick around because coming up next, Reehl and Anneke will have the latest news from across the nation.
Ready, Mike? 3, 2, fade in on 2, Mike and Q.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you say
I know.
She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
A natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
Been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
On Tuesday, the House and Senate collectively agreed to pass the bill for the Justice Department to release the Jeffrey Epstein case files. The bill will next be sent to President Donald Trump, who has said that he would be willing to sign the bill to pass it. The victims of the case are pushing for the bill to pass in hope of more accountability being taken.
U.S. immigration officers are carrying out an enforcement push in Charlotte, North Carolina, that has already seen 130 people arrested, according to the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Agency. The immigration sweep started in Charlotte over the weekend in similar fashion to operations in Los Angeles and Chicago. The Department of Homeland Security says it is focusing on North Carolina because of the state's so-called sanctuary policies.
The Justice Department has received harsh criticism from a federal judge following their investigative missteps during the former FBI Director James Comey's indictment. Comey was indicted for the use of potentially privileged communications during the investigation and unexplained irregularities in the transcript of the grand jury proceedings. The court is working to hold the integrity of the case and to have proper proceedings.
Early Sunday, Jets cornerback Chris Boyd was critically injured in a shooting in Midtown Manhattan, according to the office of Mayor Eric Adams. The New York Police Department reports the shooting happened just after 2 a.m. outside of a business on West 38th Street. Boyd was rushed to Bellevue Hospital, where he was in critical but stable condition. The investigation is ongoing and there have been no arrests in conjunction with the shooting. Mayor Adams shared in a post on social media that he's praying for Boyd and his loved ones. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.